Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, January the 31st, 2020. We held a webinar this past week to show everyone the very, very nice enhancements to our Coach's Corner premium service. There's a link to that webinar in the text below this video. You know, we believe that the new premium service charts and all the other enhancements that go with it, which are covered in that webinar, are going to change the face of the Coach's Corner service in a very positive way for our members. I showed where the premium service charts are found, how to use them and all that, and I showed the one trade that's set up for us this week. I'll cover it again today for those that missed it. And yes, just one trade. It's just that no other trade setups were filled, but one very, very important feature I showed was the new trade management tab. If you struggle with trade management, knowing how and where to move stops, how to mitigate risk, where to take profits, etc., this tab will be golden for you. Okay, again, it was all covered in the webinar. What I neglected to mention was that last week was a smashing week for us with some great trade setups and profits. And you know, this is trading, folks. It can be super boring with nothing happening like this week, pardon me, or it can get really busy. We just never know what each day is going to bring. So let's take a look at how this week was for us and more illustrations of how to use the new CC premium service charts and enhancements. Okay, now just before I get started, I want you to notice that the subject line didn't say, "What were the results this week?" It said, "How was this week?" That's because results will never, ever be the same from one trader to the next. I talked about this in the webinar, and that's due to a lot of things. Trade management, missed trades, not being at your computer, not trading the same pairs as someone else, making excuses for not taking a trade. I was taking out the garbage, right? Whatever it is. But what we can say is what trades were filled based on Darko's pre-market analysis videos and how did they work out based on our way of managing a trade. We have specific trade protocols. Well, the bottom line is that this was not a great week in terms of getting filled. As I'm recording this, which is late on January the 30th, I'm in the Pacific time zone, we've only had one fill the entire week on the British pound New Zealand dollar pair on Wednesday, which was the FOMC day, the rate release. Most of our members, by the way, got either a very small profit or a break-even trade before the FOMC rate release, which is a huge red flag number, right? There just simply weren't any other trade setups that got filled. Now, I want to show you that trade, and we'll start by looking at the premium service charts. That's what this webinar we had was all about. Now, if we go to our Coach's Corner members page, we go to the premium service members page, and then we go to the premium charts. And these folks are golden. And I want to show you, this is the one right here. It was a British pound New Zealand dollar advanced candle action trade, an ACAT. Okay, I click on it, and this is the picture he drew. Now I won't go over what all this is. You can see it in the webinar because there's a link to that webinar in the text below this email, or below this video, pardon me, or in the email that you received. And so just kind of remember this, and I'll just show you what happened on the chart. And in this case, we had a sell on, here's the hourly, that was an hourly chart because it's a day trade. We use the hourly for getting in. He said to sell right here. Let me zoom this in a little bit. He said to sell it right in this level here, okay? And look at this chopping around in here. And in fact, if you look in the, at that webinar, you really got to pay attention to the trade management tab. That is fantastic. I'm just going to go back to this for a minute. See this trade management? It goes over exactly how to manage that trade. That's like, I don't know, guys, that's worth the price of admission, just that alone. So I'm going to go back to this trade. And then what happened here is it just chopped around here. And it got, where there was the sell was at 199.42-ish area right here. It went above it and beyond it and back again. And everybody had lots and lots of chance to get out of it for break even or make a few pips before the big, huge red flag news release came out. We were short. We wanted to go down. Look what happened. That's why we manage trades the way we do. You never know what's going to happen. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, the prior week was very good. So overall, the month has been good. So you always need to look at the bigger picture. Don't get myopic, you know. Don't look at, oh, what happened this week or the last few days. Look at the big picture. What happened last month? How you've been trading this year, okay? And look over a series of mini trades. Now, the big feature that I talked about in the webinar on Wednesday this past week was, of course, the upgrade to the premium service charts. And that's these ones right here. Okay. Now, and this is, I mean, folks, I'm stuttering here now, but this is such a great enhancement. And I'm going to show you a few examples of the value of the premium service screenshots. That's a tongue twister. From last week, which was more active in terms of trades getting filled. And you'll see just how nice it is to simply look at a screenshot and know what to do. Just a super enhancement to the service in my view, because it makes trading so much easier for our members. And I'll show you, like, these were some from last week here. These are all day trades. Here's a CAD yen. I'll show you a couple of these. I'm not going to go over all of them. This was a buy. Here's price was down here when Darko recorded his PMA, and then he posted this screenshot. This is where he was looking to sell with a stop above here, 84.40. Let's go to the chart right here, CAD yen, where it's right there. And I marked off where the sell was. It was right in here. This is the screenshot that Darko took and said sell it at this neckline level right here. We call it a neckline. It's a resistance level with a higher high stop loss. Look at this move down. In fact, let me go to a daily chart. I wish they all worked out like this, but they don't. This is another very, very negative candle here. Price rallies up. 84.40 was the sell. This move down here has been like incredibly good. The target, this first level right here, this old level of resistance, now possible support, that is worth about 70 pips, over 3 to 1, because the risk was only 22 pips on this. If you held it down to this next level down here, you're looking at about a 6 to 1 reward risk trade. So getting back to showing results, what results should I show for this? See, it depends on if you took the trade like you were supposed to in the first place. Some people don't. They try to get cute and take it at a different place and miss the fill. And then, you know, what level did you take profit at? Because there's no right or wrong answer here. As I said, results are always going to vary. And don't forget, these trades are all posted way, way before they happen, not in hindsight. Okay? Let's have a look at another one here. I just want to show you this, how nice the screenshots are. There was one on the euro. This was an interesting one on the 21st on the euro. What did he say about this one? Well, this was a one that we bought at 62%, not because we use Fibonacci, just because it gives us a good reward to risk trade. And we were at good support on here, on the euro. More importantly, we were at resistance on the index. That is very, very important. When you're trading the euro, we never trade it in isolation of the index. Let me just quickly show you here. See how price came down to this level of support? We hit it. We got a 382 pin bar reversal. So we're looking to buy the next day. We did buy, and it went up. Now, let's just talk about trade management. Let's go to the index, okay? On the index, and this day here is the 20th. So we want to see the index hitting resistance on the 20th. Did it hit resistance on the 20th? Let's go to the index right here, daily chart. There it is. That is like a smashing little, look at this resistance. We got a pin bar reversal. Perfect. And look where price went down to. Support. When price hit that support, it's time to say goodbye to our euro trade. And that is where profit was taken. Let me take this back to the hourly chart after we got in. Let me just move this over here. The buy was here, it went straight up, and this candle right here is exactly when the support level was hit on the index. Time to get out of your euro. That was a 2 to 1 reward risk trade. Okay, these are all things that, you know, are all pointed out for you. I mean, you can be taking these while you're learning here. It's just super good. Let me show you a couple swing trades here, or one anyway, just in the interest of time here. Let's go to a, on the swing trades, you go up to the swing trade tab, which is right here. And we had an Aussie yen. Where the heck was that on the 20th? Right there. We use a weekly chart to find that we're at resistance. We saw this price action. This is another advanced candle action trade, ACAT. Gee, you know, if you do nothing else, you can get the ACAT course and just learn how to trade ACATs. It's you know, really good. But anyway, let me show you this Aussie yen weekly chart. Here it was. Look at this pin bar reversal at this level of resistance. So the next day we're looking to sell. This is where the sell was on our 4-hour chart. Let me just show you right here. This is the screenshot that Darko showed. The sell was right here at this level of expected resistance. that trade has been pretty huge. Like if you go back to the weekly chart, that trade there was a sell at 85, 75, 85 or something like that. But it came down down to this level here. So when you look for our targets on our trades, we like to look at opposing levels on the higher time frame, which is the weekly chart for swing trading. So the opposing weekly level was 73.68. That's a profit of 218 pips. That was on a 47 pip risk. So you got a risk reward of about 4.5 to 1. If you're a swing trader, you're not going to get as many trades as a day trader, but man, this one trade is over a 2% return on a 0.5% initial account risk. That's one trade. The point is, if you don't have time to day trade, you have to trade longer term, and that means swing trading or even position trading. The moves are typically a lot bigger, so you don't need a lot of trades. And again, just looking at a screenshot of the chart makes it incredibly easy. And with new trade management protocols and everything, man, what a great enhancement. Now, if you do take the time to view the webinar from the link below, at the end of the webinar, we made what I would consider to be a no-brainer offer. I know I'm stating the obvious, but if you're not consistently being a consistently profitable trader, why would you possibly continue on the same path, right? And Darko's been showing profitable trades for over 2 years now, so he's well proven, and he shows them in advance, not after the fact. That bears repeating. The profitable trades have all been shown ahead of time, where to get in, not afterwards, not in hindsight. So I hope you grasp just how valuable that is. And yes, we have losing trades too, but nothing compared to the profitable ones. Now, with these premium service charts now available, I mean, this is the easiest that it's ever been to follow Darko's trade setups. And by the way, now he's even considering adding another tab for position trades. So honestly, the service really does keep getting better and better as we enhance it even more, showing support resistance levels, how to manage your trade, like really valuable information here. And if you want to trade commodities and indices, he keeps that right here. Now, the deeply discounted offer that we made in the webinar on Wednesday is expiring at the end of the day this coming Sunday, February the 2nd. The pricing will go back up on February the 3rd. I just simply don't know what else I could possibly say to help you move off the fence and take control of your trading destiny. Darko and I are passionately committed to your success. The time and effort that we're putting in is for the sole purpose of making profitable trading a reality for our members. And, with the very awesome enhancements to the CC Premium service, not to mention the pre-market analysis videos that Darko puts out every day, all the heavy lifting has been done for you, okay? We are bent on making a positive difference, and if that's what you want, you've certainly come to the right place. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button, and be sure to follow us. Don't forget to click that little bell when you do so that you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video. Guys, and when I say guys, I mean girls too, I truly appreciate that you take the time to listen to my videos. Please leave a comment. Let me know what else I could provide in these weekly videos that would help you. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.